will be on. We'll be doing I'll be doing my fan spinning. So if you've never seen like LED fans before, fire fans, or like the veiled fans stuff, like cool beans. Yeah, it's lots of fun. I have to say this. I might not be the best at it. It's a very hard, like I've looked up like every tutorial that there fucking is at this point. And it's a very hard thing to break down, but I'm literally having to sit and watch the videos and watch like, okay, here's what they do on the right hand. They go this direction. They go that. Like watch it like super slow. Message me if you got Snap. I have Snap, but I don't really read it very much. but so and then I'm like watching it slowly, and then you have to add your other hand in. It's kind of like baton twirling, like how you use both hands. So I have, and then you'll have one go in one direction, the other one go in the other direction. Like it's looks, you know, it's one of those things where if like if somebody's good at it, it looks way too easy. And like a lot of what I'm finding is not tutorials on it. It's just people like showing off, like here's what I can do, and you're like, well, yeah, but how do you do that? I need tutorials. I need tutorials. And they said I learned. I like. Hi, Alvin. What's happening? I like to learn how to do stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why I enjoy it, but like I love when you start doing something and you have no idea what you're doing, and then you hit that point where you're like, okay, okay, I think I'm starting to get it. Like I love that feeling. You know what I mean? I said I shoot a lot of pool. I started shooting pool about a year ago, and like, am I great at it? No. Am I having fun when I do it? Yes. Do I enjoy it? Yes. Have I had my last season has been my best season so far? Cool. Came in for my skill level. I was number 4 MVP. Cool. That's the first time I've made any type of list to do with the sport. Like cool. Yeah. So I take whatever ones I can get, but it's like I've just never understood. Like some people are so scared to try new stuff, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Like you know what I mean? Like nobody nobody's good at something when they first do it, and that's all there is to it. There's nobody's good at stuff. So I said it's tough to kind of find like the resources about it, but I'm doing my best. But don't eat that. Don't eat that. Okay. He's got like his. Hi Janet, how are you? Good morning. And so okay, yesterday was my birthday. Said I'm the big 4-6, whatever. I ended up yesterday. So I got to spend my birthday yesterday. Hope you are. Yeah, I'm hanging in there, Jan. Jan, I went and had that test done again yesterday, and guess what? It didn't make my butthole hot. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. He's like, yeah, you'll feel some warmth. I was like, yeah, like I had this test like a couple months ago. He's like, okay. I felt it in my chest. I felt it in my face. I didn't feel it anywhere else. Nowhere else. I'm talking about this for fucking weeks now about how and I was like, well, wait, it's not. Oh, thank you, Outback Steakhouse. I love Outback Steakhouse. My first gift, yay! Awesome, thank you. Hi, Outback. How are you? But yeah, well, that's maybe a good thing. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my local hospital just did it wrong. Who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? So I said I went yesterday, and they said, "Welcome. I'm okay for now." Well, that's solid. It's better than being not okay, right? So I said my birthday. I went and I got a test done. And I went with my first appointment to oncology. So that's what I did yesterday. My dog's sitting here chewing something, by the way. But like, it was a shitty way to spend a birthday. But next year, I'm gonna do it out. Yeah, tap the screen, guys, like the left. So I mean, it's not obviously it's not the best way to spend your birthday, but he said that the tests that I have, um, what because they say anything, yeah, they well, like I said with the PT, the one that I got done a couple months ago, there was a portion of it missing. I don't know what portion, I don't know like what, but so he looked at the one from there, like the one that they had gotten, even though it wasn't complete, and he said that it actually looked pretty good. And I was like, okay. He's like, I won't know 100% until like and then he like he said he didn't feel any masses in my neck. He didn't feel any like like marbles, like no, like he like nothing, like no bad news, not good news, but no bad news. So now they're waiting. Once the PT scan gets done, then we'll figure out like our next course of action. So they might biopsy it or remove it altogether. Then they have to test all the tissue around it just to make sure like the cancer didn't move to there. And it's this whole thing. So I don't know. I don't. We're taking it one step at a time, and I'm hoping that I don't need chemo and radiation. Like that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I'd rather, yeah, this one might take it. It's one fucking lymph node. I got other ones. I'd rather them just take it. Like I don't want the option to be there that maybe they like missed a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? Like just take the motherfucker. I got other ones. I'm not gonna miss it. I'll be all right. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, if you get it in, lymphoma, like your lymph nodes. Hi, beautiful. Hey, Anna, how are you? Like, if it gets in your lymph nodes, it spreads. You have lymph nodes all over your body. It spreads like everywhere. So I said that's what happened with Bugsy. I could actually feel his lymph nodes like under his skin, like they felt like marbles. How are you? I'm good, Yona. I'm hanging in there. It's another lovely day on the internet. You should probably stop. Yeah, you're gonna hurt your teeth. He's like really trying hard to get through this bone. And I'm like, dude, you gotta calm down. I'm still here. Well, no, good. Outback. I'm glad you're still here. I like it when people come to see me. I was gonna say, Jana, I'm actually on Meet Me. I just got my first gift on there. A long story short. I was on Meet Me. I'm classified. Are you where? Are you in Delaware or Maryland or PA or New Jersey? Oh, Maryland. Okay, what part of Maryland are you from? Maryland's fun. There's like some stuff to do. Delaware, there's not really much to do here. Oh, 45 minutes. Yeah, did you see what happened with that boardwalk fire? Oh my gosh. Like, they had a big 4th of July thing on the boardwalk. No, they do their big 4th of July fireworks show on like Ocean City, right? And the boardwalk caught fire. So there's like videos on the internet of people just running and nobody knew why everybody was running. They were just running. Like, you know what I mean? They were just running. You're gonna hurt your belly. Yeah. You're gonna hurt your belly. You gotta chill with it. Yeah, I'm like, dude, you got plenty of time to eat this bone. You ain't gotta eat it all in one spot. Like, huh? We don't have to eat it all in one sitting. Nope. So, all right, let's see. We're gonna do some weird news today. So I said we're kind of in like a gray area still with that like health stuff, but I'm hoping I'm pretty tough. Like I've been through a lot, and I'm pretty fucking tough, and I've been through a lot, and I've made it through in one piece. So you know, sometimes what kind of work do you do? You work in Delaware on purpose. Brum, brum, brum. No, but I was actually on Meet Me for a very long period of time. That's where I started was Meet Me, and then I moved over to TikTok and all that other stuff. Moved around a bit, but they deleted my. I had 50. I've literally Janet. I got 202 diamonds. Hmm. Yeah, my old account had 50 million, and I had over 100,000 followers. Oh, for Hearst potato chips. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, my dad does that too. Yeah, so I mean, I literally have 39 followers. You're talk. Thank you, I appreciate it. Do you have Converse shoes? Doesn't everybody? Man, can we talk? I don't know. But yeah, I was gonna say that's cool. I did merchandising for a long time, but it was for different retail stores. Like it wasn't just for one particular company, and I really liked it. I don't know. I oddly like working retail. I like people and I like hanging out with people, and I just happy what's going on. How are you? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Stand up, sexy. Let me see, please. I'm okay on all that. So we're doing the weird news. I said I'm not going to be on here for overly long, but definitely make sure you come back this afternoon and check me out because, like I said, I'll be practicing my fans, and I just smile. I just smile the whole time I do it. Food Line and Walmart. Oh, 31 years. Holy shit. What are you doing? But yeah, so I said I just smile the whole time I do it. Like I might not be great at it. It might, whatever. But I just smile. What? I know you want and look. I see you. Weird news. Hold on, let's go back to it. What? What's the matter? I need attention. Oh, you need attention. He's my new little rescue dog. He's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah. You alright? What are you doing? Alright, let me find it. I like to do the weird news because it's not like the normal news. The normal news I find depressing. Let's say. Alright, news of the weird. Here we go. Um, okay. So this one's interesting. This one, in some parts of Russia, men are running personal ads not looking for love, but to offer themselves for a different kind of connection as a barbecue companion. So you literally, like, what they're doing is renting friends. Oh, I think you're. Yeah, I was gonna say he. Anywhere like he's actually bonded with me pretty good. This epi, like he's. I've only had him for like a couple months, but man, this motherfucker. When I tell you he follows me, I'll literally be walking and he's like tripping me. And I'm looking for a woman close by. And eventually, date. I was gonna say, oh, well, I hope you. I mean, meet me. There's. It's like any other site. Like I guess POF was in it for a bit. But it's there's crazy people, there's good people, there's just all kinds of people in the world. Let's see. Okay. Um, wow. An 82-year-old widow is regaining her strength after surviving 9 days stuck in her bathtub. Wow. She said she tripped over her own 2 feet and fell backwards into the bathroom. 9 days. I'm gonna let her find me. That's the best thing you can do, right? Like they always say, like when you're not looking, that's when you find it. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, that's if something's gonna work, it's gonna work. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people like try to push to fit things together, and that's where I think a lot of issues come in. Okay, how baby, oh baby. Okay. At the advice of her doctor, an elderly woman recently consumed 1.5 liters of Diet Coke to dissolve a mass in her stomach, and it worked. Okay. Apparently, it was a side effect of taking GLP-1. She lost 40 pounds over the course of a year, but continued having. Oh. After endoscopy revealed the Bezoar, I think that's how it's pronounced. B-E. Ducky, what's going on? Honey? Good morning. Guys, tap the screen. I love it. Like, I'll be old and crusty by the time. Yeah, but it'll probably be old and crusty too. So, yeah, it'll work out, right? You can be old and crusty together. All right. But yeah, so apparently, I mean, there's a side effect she probably wasn't expecting. Like, but it's a Bezoar. I have no idea what that is. It's a medical term. I couldn't begin to tell you what it is. Hold on. Hold on. I think I hear this motherfucker getting up on the coffee table. He better not be. Oh, okay. I thought he was on the coffee table. I was getting ready to come yell at him. He got too quiet for me. That's normally when he's on the coffee table. But so like as I said, I like to do the weird news in the morning. Good morning to all. You guys are welcome. Come through and hang out with me. I'm on here for just a little bit longer, and then this afternoon. Hello, hey Gopher, how are you, honey? I haven't seen you in a bit. You good? You hanging in there? Let's see. Everybody kept talking about like Taylor Swift's wedding. Am I the only person that really doesn't like Taylor Swift? Thank you, Batty. I appreciate that. Am I like, I'm alive? I feel you, honey. Me too. I'm hanging in there, Gopher. But everything's going, I mean, at least well enough. You hanging in there? You behaving? I hope not. Behaving so overrated. So overrated. But like, okay, so everybody kept talking about like, okay. So listen, I don't want to body shame. I want to be But I do not give a flying rolling donut about her wedding, right? That's what I'm like. I could. There is something about Taylor Swift. I actually liked her when she was a country star. Once she went pop, I started to not like her. Like I just don't get why she's as famous as she is. Hello, Black Hawk. How are you? Like, and like I said, I try to do my best to be like a girl's girl, kind of. Like I know, and like I don't want to body shame, but she looks like she's sucking on lemon all the time. She literally looks like the sun is in her eyes all the time. Like, bitch, open your eyes. Like, listen, open your eyes. Like, use them. I'm good, Black. I'm hanging in there. How are you, honey? Yeah. So I said yesterday was my birthday, y'all. Yeah, I'm officially old and crusty. I'm officially right. Love the devil's lettuce. Love the devil's lettuce. If you haven't seen, I was gonna say go for. I did this thing and it's like ridiculous, right? Well, I'm writing a cookbook. I'm doing one and it's based on butter recipe. We'll say baking, specialty baking recipes, and so I've been working on that. I just started. I read and see what's going on. I was with in maybe like the last 3 4 years. I kind of got into it. Long time. I was gonna say, Renzi, where do I know you from? Let me see your picture. You're only this big on this side. You're gonna have to, and if you had a different username, you're gonna have to remind me of the username because I said it's like from Nigeria. Okay, that's what's up. But so, oh yeah, so they were talking about like her wedding and all this stuff. It was like this big deal. I don't know. Um, they had a wedding at Madison Square Garden. One New York man made bank by collecting the trash outside the venue and selling the treasure to Swifties. I appreciate. Hi, Lois. Good morning. I appreciate that entrepreneurial spirit. Oh well, thank you, Lois. Honey, I appreciate you. It was a decent birthday. Next year will be better. Yeah. But so yeah, I mean that's listen. People like I respect that hustle. I do. I respect that hustle 100%. Late birthday was yeah. Yesterday was paradise. Yeah, yesterday was. But yeah, I'm the big 4-6, so we're working our way up there, and I didn't really. I like happy birthday. Thank you, paradise. I appreciate it. Yeah, yesterday I didn't do anything because I ended up. I said I started oncology yesterday, so I spent most of my day yesterday. Like I have to travel for my treatments too, so I spent most of my day in a hospital, like dealing with that shit. So, but next year will be better. Next year will be much better. I'm gonna make sure of it. It's gonna be much better. I'm gonna go away for a weekend. I'm gonna go over the top. Like when I'm not like really a big birthday person. Hey, nice to see you. Hi, just like how are you? So but I give this dude credit, man. That's kind of he went and collected because people when they're really into like somebody like movie stars or they're really in the stuff that is their collectors items and it can be like busy with work as usual. Yeah, I was gonna say I've taken some time off. I'm like living off my savings account. All right, he's out there crying, but how's your family? Oh, they're good. They're good. I was gonna say everything in there, but like there are people that 100% they will go so hardcore, and it was smart because the Swifties, that's what they call themselves. It's the Swifties. It's like Justin Bieber's group. They call themselves the Beliebers. Like stop. Got a tattoo work back up. Oh, did you? That's what's up. That's what's up. I said, I don't know. I don't think I don't think I respond to tattoos in normal way. Like I know that there are some spots that are more sensitive than others, but like I'll literally sit there and like go to sleep. It's happened. It's happened. Hello, Harry. How are you? It's happened on more than one occasion. Like the easier spots, not like if I get something on my Achilles tendon, like right on that, which I wouldn't do anyway. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I expect that one's gonna hurt. But like for the most part, there is something about the machine I find like soothing. Just hearing the machine run. I've literally I've fallen asleep many times. You look beautiful. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. But yeah, that makes it, like I said, that is great. Like somebody went, collected trash. My body took 3 years. Oh my gosh. Okay, so question, Mark. I seen this the other day. I seen it on TikTok, right? Let me give you this setup. All right, I'm gonna try to make the story as short as possible, right? But I feel like other tattoo people will get this. Like, so I am watching this what looks to be a surgery, right? There's all these guys with masks on. It looks like a surgery. Here it's tattoo anesthesia. All right. So what they're doing is they're giving people anesthesia and they're literally doing hours upon hours of work, like full body, like da da da. These people, so much of this screamed scam to me, but they were charging something like 122,000 just to be put under anesthesia and have your full body tattooed. And I was like that don't even make sense. Like if somebody gives them that type of money, they deserve to be fucking ripped off for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, but I'm like, I'm watching it, right? And this is where, like I said, it's one of those things, like, the pictures that you'd look at, and the more you look at them, the more shit pops out where you're like, So I'm like, I'm watching this, right? And I'm asking questions, and because I'm like, I'd heard about it before, I never actually seen anybody doing it. So I'm asking normal questions. Nothing gets answered. Like it's somebody's girlfriend, like holding the phone, like one of the artist's girlfriends, like holding the phone, and she's like, "Yeah, guys," and I said, and then she started telling people because people were like, "Well, is it safe?" Like da da da, and she's like, "Yeah, it's 100% safe." Well, any surgeon, anybody will tell you that there is absolutely, yeah, I don't use, yeah, like, but there's no every bit of anesthesia comes with a risk, even if it's a minor surgery. There's always a risk associated with anesthesia. So she's sitting there, oh, it's 100%. I'm like, okay, now here's the part, like, where I feel like you'll really kick into why. Like, so I said, I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm like, they're not actually answering any questions, right? I noticed that he is on the bed, right? And he's laying on a fleece Steelers blanket. And I'm like, have a splendid. Oh, well, thank you, Renzi. You too, honey. But like, I'm like, and then he's got an oxygen mask on. You could see the tube coming out. But then he has another Steelers blanket wrapped around his head. Because, we definitely want to make sure that we, like, the more and more I looked at this, the sketchier that shit got to me. Because I'm like, I could see dog hair on the fucking blanket. I'm like, so you didn't even wrap it. There was not a bit of plastic wrap in the room. Like, and then I'm noticing, like, I think that they just rented this room for, like, then I'm looking at stuff and I notice there's one guy who looks like he's maybe in his 40s, somewhere around there. And I start looking around the rest of them because I said stuff's making, like, stuff, more and more stuff is jumping out to me, right? Everybody else was like 18, 19 years old, maybe, like around that area where they're like young. Then I start looking because most tattoo artists, that's what they'll do is like, hey, we got free time, let's practice on each other. Like that's it's happened a lot. Like I mean, like it's hard. Like, hey, I'll tattoo you if you tattoo me. Like we tattoo artists collect tattoos. Like, yeah, and that's what my other question was. I said, so what about when the person wakes up? Because yeah, about it. I wear a face mask, but here's the part too, Lark. They had their face masks on, but they were all wearing them like this. And I'm like, are they not like just more and more? Yeah. Oh, it was so unsterile on a bed that had a Steelers blanket. And then, like, so what happens when they wake up? Because that's a lot of shock for your body. Like, I'm asking them legit questions, like, what is the rate of infection? Because a tattoo, it's opening, it's a wound on your body. You are breaking the skin. You are opening a wound on your body, which leaves you open to infection. Normally, if you do smaller ones, it's not much of a risk. But if you wake up and your whole body is tattooed, hey, imagine the shock that your body's going to go into strictly from pain. All right, because you fell asleep, you woke up, and your whole body is just tattooed. But then on top of it, like they wake up and like, and then so I said, well, because I mean, you're going to wake up and be in pain. That's like a pretty, anybody that's ever gotten it, for a little while afterwards, it's sore, but normally with smaller ones, it's not bad. You wake up and you're tattooed from like you have a full body suit. That's going to be a lot of pain. I said, so what do they do? Oh, well, we have an anesthesiologist who will give meds to them. And I'm like, why wouldn't I mean for 122,000 you could go get all the work done. Thank you, Abstract Honey. I appreciate the follow. But you could literally go and get all that done and buy yourself a house. Like 122,000. Like that's ridiculous. And I said it's just like not to cover the nose but cover the mouth, but because if you have a beard. Oh yeah, I get that. I get like the beard hairs and all that. Yeah, I get that, but like this was like it felt like a show. That's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like the people they didn't have beards. Like like I said, one of those things that when you start looking at it and you really like start going, you're like, what the fuck is the point of even wearing the mask if like wait what like just stuff like I said the Steelers blanket that had me more set off than anything. I've never seen that shit. I have never ever seen anybody get tattooed while laying on a Steelers blanket that was covered in dog hair. Cool fact: if a tattoo is done wrong, you can have an infection in your skin. Yeah, that lasts for years. Absolutely, absolutely. Word said puppy. Absolutely. I had a friend, right? He got the dusk till dawn tattoo, right? Like the one that goes like up the neck and it's like all tribal, the one that the main dude had. And even that the tattoo artist was like, no, let's not do this all in one sitting. And he was like, no, I want it done, da 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 da. Did it? Guess what happened? Caused by the infection trying to pump out. Yeah. So then you have to have the washroom. And that's what I'm like, I just can't imagine like waking up like the shock your body goes into when you wake up after getting a full body tattoo. Like, there's a lot of tattoo artists that won't even use, like, they won't. I have friends that they're like, yo, if they come in and they've got numbing cream on, because that's like the biggest thing, they won't do it. Apparently, I don't personally know this, but it changes like the way that the tattoo ink is absorbed. So there's a lot of people that won't work with it. Some people will. They're really not that serious though, y'all. Like I'm just saying, like they're really not that serious. Like people act like you know what I mean. Like tattoos are really not that deep, man. But people will be like, I slathered myself in numbing cream. Yeah, you really didn't need to do that. Hey, numbing creams they only go so far in you, so they're only gonna last so long. But on top of it, pain is what tells you something is happening in your body. So if somebody's digging too deep, you can say, "Hey, dude, like that hurts a little too much." You know what I mean? Like that's right. I just happy what's going on. But it's oh god, warts, and then just imagine like your whole oh god, like it just seems like it would be so hard to heal from. Like I'm thinking, at what point? Like, cause like I said, everything about the room was so beyond unsterile. I've never seen anybody use machines before that weren't wrapped. I've never seen I just never seen this shit before. And I said the more and more, and it wasn't even that I was like, the more and more I watched it, the more and more I got pissed off about it. And I know that that sounds dumb. That sounds dumb, but I literally like it felt like such a scam. Like oh, like they had on scrubs. Like you really need to wear scrubs to tattoo. And then like I said, just stuff like it just none of it like made sense, right? Like I'm looking and I said it's all these young guys, right, that are dressed like surgeons, and I'm like looking at them and like one you'd see like one tattoo, like a snake that was like this big on one of them. And you'd see somebody else that had like one here. See somebody else who had like a little thing on his body, but like it wasn't like you can normally pick out a tattoo artist. There's one guy, he's a tattoo artist. He was on Ink Master years ago. I have no idea why I know this because I'm not a big fan of that show. But he was on Ink Master and he was very proud of the fact that he was a tattoo artist that had no tattoos. And they chewed him the fuck up. They were like, how are you going to advise people how to do this if you've never been through the process? Like, how are you? You're supposed to be like your own portfolio. You're supposed to be. They were like they like chewed him up. Like they were like, it's really disrespectful that you wouldn't even like, like you're like disrespecting the art form. Like I mean, they when I said they went in on him, they went in on him. Like, but the pigment, yeah, the pigment and the ink have a different effect, absolutely. But like so, I said it just I just can't imagine. I can't imagine what it must be like up. Like I said, normally doing tattoos, they do a little bit, give it a chance to heal. Do some more, give it a chance to heal. Do some more, give it a chance to I got like an outline on my right arm or on my left arm. It was 4 hours just for. But then guess what? You heal and then you go back and then sometimes stuff needs to be gone over again. Sometimes whatever like. But you do it that way. You're not so open to infection. It's not. So I'm like, I just imagine like this guy walking around for like weeks afterwards, wrapped up, trying to slather tattoo cream on himself, and just like, and that's what they kept saying, like, took a week and a half to heal. I bet, and that's what I'm like. We're thinking. I'm like, God, take a fucking month. I like your tats. Thank you, Two Ducks. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I like them too. I need to get a lot of them done. Like some of them, I'll tell you what. I had this one. This one was probably my most recent one, and it looked fantastic. Do they mean anything? Oh yeah, I got some that have tons of meaning. Other ones I have like evil cupcakes because I like to bake. I don't know. This one's a zombie cupcake. Say they're evil cupcakes. They're cute. But yeah, yeah, I'm like, there's not really like a deep meaning. I said the deepest meaning is zombie cupcake, right? Like, see, look, it loves brains. See, it's got a little heart. It's got brains in it. Yeah, it's cute. It's got a little eyeball on the back. I like him. But the health factor when it's not done right. That's yeah, and that was kind of like I said. The more I actually got physically mad about it, Lark. Like I actually got mad about this shit. Like I normally mind my business and shit, but like I was mad. I started like it's very rare that you'll see me like going off in somebody's chat. I was like, so how come we aren't answering any questions? Like the whole time, oh, it's 100% safe. It's 100% safe. There is not a surgery in the world that you can have that is 100% safe, regardless. Anesthesia does not come with 100% success factor. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. It can be a very minimal. You know what I mean? Offer to go on Ink Master, but I turned it down. Good. I was gonna say, Lark, I'm not like a big fan of like Ink Master. Like there was a guy at I worked in a store that was a toy shop, but for adults. And one of the guys, he used to come in there all the time. He was one of the mailmen, and he'd be like, "Oh, did you watch this episode? Did you watch this week's episode of Ink Master?" Like, I don't know why he assumed that just because I have a lot of tattoos, that was going to be like one call. Like I was going to be like, "Shh, my show's on." You know what I mean? Like, didn't really watch it. I have a lot of opinions about it. I don't think it's something that should be rushed. I don't think that it's something that should, you know what I mean? Like 36 hours on each arm. Yeah, like I'm not. I get why they do what they do, but at the same time, like I just I don't think it's something that should be rushed. I don't think coming from any type of way of rushing it is a good idea. But like I have to say, I saw, like I said, I caught a couple episodes here and there. This one chick, he put the stencil on her, right? And she was like, yeah, it looks good. He was like, okay, got done. Hey, when the people go on Ink Master, they don't have to pay for it. Like they get it for free since they're being like the canvas, right? So he's like, he does a tattoo, and I get that there's a customer service aspect where there's like, bedside manner where you want to make people feel comfortable, and some people are gonna like rub each other the wrong way. But how, like, in the hell did this chick think? Like, I think he could have handled the situation a little better. But he put the stencil on. She said, okay. And then he got done the tattoo, like got the whole thing done. And she goes, well, I don't like this size. This is way too big. And he's like, what? And she's like, no, this is way too big. And he's like, wait, what? He's like, wait, what? Like, wait, what? And then she was like, I'm gonna have to get this redone. And I'm like, listen, like, I'm an artist. I said, I paint like a lot. I'm the designer. Do you realize? Like, I understand why he reacted the way he did. He was like, you can't just shrink it. Like, I'm like, he probably said so much in his brain, like this fucking bitch. Like, he was like, why didn't you say you agreed to the size? I physically put it. It I said it's weird because my tattoos that do mean stuff for some reason always end up getting fucked up. Like I said, this one, my son's autistic, so I got a puzzle piece out though, and it looked fantastic. It looked fantastic. Had different levels of pinks and reds, and it was beautiful. What I did not realize is that every single bra I'm like trying to heal and shit, and like seatbelts are sitting on it, your hair's sitting on it, you wear a necklace that's sitting on it. So this one was just straight up like a tough heel. Just tough heel. Like everything. I didn't realize how much stuff touched right there until I got that done, and then I was like, like just everything. I was sleep on my stomach. I was like, God damn. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what am I saying today. Alexa, who sings this? Alexa, who sings this? Bitch. Really? Wow, I'm surprised. It doesn't sound anything like him. Okay. All right, but yeah, so I said and then I got a tattoo. Did I tell you to stop? Did I tell you? Yeah, that's right. You better do what you're told. Yeah, she don't listen. But so then I had one. I'm just gonna. I have one on my lower back, right, like on this side that I got from my mom. My mom like collected precious moments, like I don't know, like I don't even think she really liked them. I think she just started collecting them because and I ended up like I had it done, and I went. I had a friend who was an artist, and she was doing like back like my back. She ended up giving me you can see kind of an outline of it, but came right out. Oh well, whatever. But then she went to go like I don't even remember her doing it. Like I remember when I first got the tattoo, it was all pastels. And it's like a little precious moments and it was real light and all that stuff, right? And then I had a friend who was a tattoo artist that lived with me for he was in recovery and then he wasn't in recovery so he had to move out. That's pretty much how that one went. But like he was somebody I knew from the time I was like 14 years old. I don't let that shit in my house. Like, listen, the devil's lettuce is one thing. Anything else, I can't. I'm like, I don't want it around me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to like just. I'm good. I'm good. Like, how many tattoos? More than I could count. At some point, it becomes like you can't count. It's just like a percentage of body coverage. But so he was tattooing me. I said, this was as soon as I found out that this is what was going on. Like, because, I'm like stupid. I'm gullible. I was like in denial. Like, I was like, oh, he's it. Because he was still talking about, oh, I'm in recovery. Wasn't even remotely like, I'm just stupid. And, so hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, thank you, Diane. I hope you do too. And so he said to me while he was like he was doing like my back, and he said, "Well, can I ask you a question?" I said, "What's up?" He goes, "Why is because it's a little girl holding a teddy bear, precious mom." He goes, "Why is the teddy bear wearing sunglasses?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "It's wearing," and I literally have a picture of when I sent Diamond. Thank you, Big Juice. I appreciate you. Oh, aren't you sweet? But so it ended up like I don't even remember when she did it. It must have been when she was doing this one. How are you doing today? I'm good, Juice. How are you, honey? But so at some point she went in and said, like, oh, let me touch up just a little something on it. Like I could vaguely remember, but when she did, she blew out the black. So it went from looking like a fantastic tattoo to all of a sudden it like with just one little addition. And I kind of, because I found out later that she was mad at me and I didn't realize she was mad at me, kind of wonder if she did it on purpose. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's pretty like, I mean, when I say the black is like blown out, it's like, it's blown out. I would like to think nobody would do that on purpose, but maybe it's just what I said. That was my outline. Like that's like a nothing. Like she was so light-handed with that shit, you can barely see it. It's like gray. Like she was. I can take it. Like it's all right. You don't have to be like so light-handed with me. Like I'm okay. You know. But so but so I don't know. I didn't know she was mad at me. Still don't know why she was mad at me. Don't know. But like it just seems like if you've seen the tattoo now, you'd be like, what the fuck? It wasn't the same. I literally took a picture of it when I got it, and he showed me a picture of it because it's not like I can see it. He showed me a picture of it. He took a picture, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So here I've been walking around with this shit on me, not realizing it's all blown the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like fuck. And there's no fixing it. This is just gonna have to be covered. Like there's no fixing this. The whole thing is all pastel, and then just the eyes are just black as fuck. There was not a single ounce of black in this whole thing, and now it's got these big, huge black eyes. It's so bad, and it's funny. It actually works out. Like I'm good, thanks. Yeah, what are you doing today, Jace? I mean, going to be productive today. So I said it kind of is a little ironic because like my mom was really anti-tattoo. Like she was really anti-tattoo. Like really, like my mom was born in the 30s. She was a lot older when she had me. None of my sisters have tattoos. I'm the youngest of five girls. None of them. I have one sister that has a tattoo that's like this big, and it's like a Tinkerbell. Like that's, you know what I mean. Like it's just not. It seems to be like a me thing, like youngest child, weird one, whatever. And so, oh my god, in my head, every time I get a tattoo, I can hear her bitching the whole time. Oh my God, Renee, what do you do? Oh, why? You have enough. Just stop. When I was 15, I went and I got my first tattoo, and I've told this story online before because she, I had it in my head, right? I somehow managed to find a shop that was willing to tattoo me at 15 years old and didn't ask me for ID, right? Eh, long line of horrible decision making, right? But whatever. Okay, so we're 15 at the time. We're getting a tattoo. And in my head, I was just going to wear clothes that would cover my shoulder until I turned 18. And then I would tell her I got it then. Right? This is where my brain was. Well, the bitch is on my shoulder. You go, so I do, but I really don't check it much, Juice. It's like nothing personal. I just really don't check it much. But so I went to go get a pair of jeans that I had in the dryer out. I got in the shower. I went downstairs and I had a towel on, right? And I walked past her and I heard her go, "What is that on your back?" And I went, and I jumped around real quick. This is how young and stupid you like to watch. No, I'm okay, Juice. Thank you though. But so I'm like, but this is how like naive I was. I hadn't even thought of like a good lie or like a good cover or nothing. Like I hadn't even thought, well, what if she does see it? Like, so I literally stood there and I was like, I, it's a birthmark. That was my brain panicked, and that's what popped out my mouth. Was it a birth? It was. I really thought like I think that's probably the maddest she's ever been at me. And then I said the girl that was mad at me that did my tattoos and whatnot, like some of them, she came over because my mom was like she was like really old school. Like she wanted to meet all my friends for dinner, and like all that. So I'd always have like my friends come over for dinner so she could meet them. And I told my mom, I said, Mom, please listen. This chick is very heavily tattooed. Please do not, because I'm like, I knew the speech was, oh, you like, you really need all that. I knew it was, I knew. I'm like, please, 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 do not bring up how many tattoos that she has. And she said, oh, Renee, it's she's not my daughter. My opinion of her tattoos doesn't matter. All this stuff. She came in the house, and I literally thought my mom was going to spontaneously combust. Like she was like, and I was like, oh fuck, here it comes. Fuck, like I just knew I was fucked. Like I was fucked at that point. And she goes, I bet you were, and this is like, oh God, of all the horrible things to say. She goes, I bet you'd be such a pretty girl without those tattoos. That was what popped out of her mouth. She apologized. Like she was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's cool, mom. She knew we understood what she meant. Customers' face when they see them when they come to get that dude, I bet. Tattoo artists that bring enough money so it wouldn't be hard for, yeah, well that's exactly, I mean, like that's it's a safety thing, you know what I mean? Like people are crazy out in the world now anyway. You carry any type of money on you, kind of got to be, extra cautious because people are fucking crazy, especially if you're going out and doing like a service rather than having people come to you. It's like you know what I mean? But yeah, I was so embarrassed. I was like, Mom, like you said like the worst thing that you could possibly say at that point in time. You literally said the worst, like anything that I thought she could say that was gonna embarrass me. She done like, uh, yeah, casual. Like, I mean, it makes sense, like, but like, oh my god, it like it was like you literally picked like you could be such a pretty girl if you didn't have those tattoos. Like as bad as I thought, because I knew there was no way. Like my mom was very like let's put it this way. Oh my god, can't you believe she's got all that. Like my mom grew up in a time where anybody that had a tattoo was either a working woman or like a sailor, and all ended up with like Hep C. You know what I mean? Like she was really really anti tattoos, and it used to like get on my nerves, right? Because I'd be out somewhere with her, and this was what I was like last tattoo. Just because my tattoos were 18 hours, obviously, right? Like it's like, dude, it's skin. Like that. My mom was really religious, so that was the thing too. Was like, well, it's you got to regard your body as your temple, and I'm like, well, listen, mine's just a little bit more decorated. My house is decorated too. Like, what's wrong with decorating your house? Like, if it's my temple, I'm gonna decorate that shit. Like, who wants a beige temple? Like, nobody wants just a beige temple. It's not interesting. You gotta put some wallpaper up, hang like few decorations, like make it your own, But like, so I said I was a maid of honor in my best friend's wedding, right? And my mom went with me, and I was like, Mom, please. Personally, for me, yeah, women with tattoos are super attractive, and there's a lot of people that are into it. There's people that aren't into it. It's just different strokes for different folks. Like, I personally, I think as somebody that is tattooed, I definitely think it's a more attractive thing. But I think it's just because I think if I don't know, I find it a little bit more interesting. Like I don't know, I'm a big fan of art, just in general, like big fan of art, and so but yeah, like I don't know. Wasn't like I was like, oh, it'll make me like, yeah, I don't know. I've definitely learned that being a woman who is tattooed, at some point you have to accept the fact that, especially if it's on your arms. Like nobody warned me of this at the shop before I got my arm done, right, like my left arm done. Nobody warned me about this. That when you are, I was at the dollar store the one day, right? At the dollar store, don't remember what I was there to get, just there to get something. And I felt this dude tap my elbow, and I was like, oh, what's that? Did I cut in front of you? I thought maybe I cut in front of him in line. I'm like, oh, did I cut? Were you in front of me? He goes, no. He goes, you like tattoos? And I'm like, huh? He goes, you like tattoos? I'm like, yeah. And I just like turned around like, and then in this world try to fit society, it's to realize, yeah, it's there's fitting in isn't fun. It's not fun. Nobody likes to fit in. Fitting in is boring. But yeah. Like, so I said I was at this wedding, right? I'm in this wedding, and I said, Mom, please, please, please. Like I said, she was really old school. I had a black dress on. She didn't like the fact that it was so low cut. So she kept going, getting flowers and putting more in the bouquet. That way it would cover me more. Like my mom was really, really old school, like really old school. And then my friend, she had like these orchids like on her shoulder. And it was beautiful. It was like a strapless gown. And actually, I thought added a little something to it because it was like she had flowers all over her back. It was really pretty. And the whole, I'm like just standing with my mom and hearing her go, "Oh my god, oh my god, this would, I just wish she didn't have that on her back." And I'm like, "Mom, stop! We're at a wedding, like stop." But that's what she when I tell you she hated them, like she hated them, like it just she I physically thought she was going to physically hurt me when she seen that first one, and then she kept like, man, I would hear it for days. I would hear for days. So then I said I ended up when I was about 25 or so. I started doing like promotional modeling, right? So I would go to like the different tattoo conventions, bike shows, car shows, all that stuff, right? And it was kind of like I don't want to say the S word girls, but it wasn't nudity. It was more like the Jaeger girls, but for women with tattoos. And at the point in time when I started doing it, I only had like one. And the girl that ran the group, she was like, "Listen, we're gonna need to get you." Like, she has a shop that she's run for like 30 years up in fucking Westchester, and she was like, "We need to get you like you were walking around a tattoo convention. You got like a cherub that's like this big. Like, you want to see this?" I told you I got the first one done when I was 15. You can still see it. This is a cover up, but you can literally still see it. Dude dug the fuck out of me. I've never like it was my first one, so I didn't know how heavy handed he was being. I just thought, well, that's how it's supposed to be. Like I was like, oh my god, I'll never get another tattoo. It hurt so bad. And I said, I'm normally like a strong sit, you know what I mean? Like, but it hurt so bad. I went home that night and I said I was trying to not tell my mom about what happened. I bled through 3 shirts. I've never bled from a tattoo like that. I've never bled from a tattoo like that. And I literally, like, I mean, I should have probably, in hindsight, gone to the doctor. My first face tattoo graduation day. You're getting ready to graduate out of high school. Like, no, like I said, oh my god, my mom hated tattoos. So I do think it's kind of ironic that the tattoo that I got for her, hey, I knew she would be mad at me for getting it for her. I needed it because it helped me. It was therapeutic. You know what I mean? Like that's how I find them most of the time. Is they're very therapeutic. I feel like they let like a lot of I don't know something out. And but I think it is kind of ironic that it's fucked up because I almost don't want to like fix it or cover it because I feel like that was her. Told you shouldn't get those things. You see what I say? She hated them. She hated them. So I said I started doing this promotional modeling group, right? And we would go and do these different events. And then I was collecting a little bit more and more. And she's like, "Oh, right now." Yeah, like I said, you got to remember, my mom was like older. She was like almost 50 when she had me. So I was definitely a change of life baby. And so I was a wild child. I still am. It's fine. And like my parents were older when they had me. Like they were tired. They didn't want to chase my head. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that now. But like I literally, you can still feel it. I mean, it feels like braille. It's so like when I say it was literally that big, and he was so heavy-handed. Like I mean, but I said I didn't know because I had never. I mean, any shop you walk into where they're like, "Oh, you want a tattoo?" And I probably, when I was 15, I probably looked like I was 12, and they're like, "Oh yeah, here, just put your birth date on there." Okay, da da da. Yep. Once again, long bad decision. But I've never bled. I normally don't even bleed like that after tattoos. Like you get you a little bit like on your meat pack, whatever that shit is. But I never, ever, ever, ever. Like I mean, that was like profusely, and I just thought they were all like that. So I said I didn't get any for a long time after that. I was like, they hurt too bad. I just can't do it. Like hated it more because my dad would be sitting there tattooing me. See, I would like love that. I gave my daughter a tattoo. It's not a great tattoo, but we did it just to, say that we did it for each other. It's not something we're doing. Like, you know what I mean? It's not something we just wanted to say, hey, But so, yeah. All right, guys. I gotta get ready and get my day going. It's that time. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. I will be on here in a little bit. Give me a little bit. I will be back. We're doing our LED fans today. We're practicing our fire fans, and we're doing our veiled fans. So if you have not seen the fire fans and whatnot, come back, because when I tell you, it's like super fun, and I smile the whole time I do it. Like, by all means, come back and smile with me. So I said I love it. I've been getting really into it, just spinning. Like, I feel like a ninja. Mm-hmm. And like fans and whatnot. Yeah, I'm a ninja, man. Okay, all right, guys. I love your faces. I appreciate you stopping by to see me. Come by and see me again. I will be back a little later on. Doodles.